Legend has it, there's a new Zelda movie underway. Matt Reeves is down to two faces to play Harvey Dent. And Disney plans an alien invasion for spring 2024. All this on the Movie Mob Podcast. Beam me up, Scotty. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Mob Podcast, episode 53 here in studio. RJ, Matt, as always, Nick behind the camera. We got some great topics today, as always. Let's dive into the news. No Indiana Jones today, but we got some movie news here. Let's talk about it. The first one, big time, baby. Universal and Illumination are currently under negotiations to acquire the rights to The Legend of Zelda, obviously the hit Nintendo video game. They want to make a movie. No surprise here. There were rumors about this that we talked about a while back after the Mario movie came out. Made $1 billion. No brainer. This is probably the next biggest Nintendo property, I'd imagine. You know, obviously you get some other big ones there too, but I think Tetris. This is definitely, Tetris. Number two, Matt, what do you think about this? Nintendo universe starting, maybe? What do you think?
I mean, I think it's brilliant.
Brilliant.
You know, I mean, we called this. I mean, call us Nostradamus. We said this.
Wow.
We predicted this far before anyone. No, we said this years ago. But no, I mean, this is the thing right now. Sonic's been doing well. Mario just made a hell of a lot of money.
Yep.
Zelda's the next big name. People know Legend of Zelda. People play the games. You know, you market it. You get you make it look good. You get a nice, actor, to play Zelda. Maybe get Lil Wayne to play
Lil Wayne as Zelda.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so we are thinking though, Matt. We are thinking that it's going to be an animated film.
Oh, Illumination is an animation.
Okay.
Studio.
No,
it's going to be. I'm thinking like the Mario kind of was.
Well, Netflix was going to do a live action series back in like 2015, but Nintendo axed that. I think probably for the best. I don't think live action's the way to do it.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like live action for Zelda specifically could work.
Maybe.
Could work.
Yeah.
But out of all those, that'd be like...
It's riskier.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because Link in the games, even more so than Mario and Luigi, like doesn't speak at all. So I know there's going to be fans like pissed off at who voices him and stuff. But
maybe it's a Mad Max Fury Road situation.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean? Because Mad Max...
like just quiet.
He doesn't really talk.
I like that.
It's more about like the movie and the world.
Yeah.
So maybe you do that and you make Zelda like banging.
Yep.
And Link's just cool and he just dices people up.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea. Again, no brainer. I just hope that they have a little...
I love when you say thank you, Matt. Every week
it's nice,
we love
very
Matt's
polite,
time. We love his takes. We're like, it's like thank you every fucking week.
I hope that it has a bit more depth to it and story-wise than Mario did.
Oh.
Like Mario...
Why?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Dig at Mario.
Because I feel like you were just saying,
Don't
though,
take
the
my
live
position on these movies now.
No,
this
I'm
is
just
my
saying,
job.
though, like Zelda, the reason I think it could work live action if done right is because there's that big world and, like, it's fantasy. Like, they could do some cool... I'm not saying make it Game of Thrones. Obviously it's still a
that's
kid's
kind
movie,
of why I was thinking that it could work if they did a live action.
Let's make it a bit more detailed than Zelda just... than Link going to save Zelda. Let's have some interesting stuff in there.
Strong female character.
Because after seeing the Spider-Verse movies, we just talked about that. That's not a, like simple movie, even though it's animation. Like there's a lot there.
Deep themes.
Right. So I like to see some of that. But I'm pumped. I want a Star Fox movie next. But
they're pumping them out, dude. It might happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Samus.
Anyway, this is exciting. The Batman 2 Part 2 is coming out. I think 2025.
2025.
Yeah, 2025 it's coming out. This is a rumor, big rumor, that Matt Reeves is between two actors to play Harvey Dent, obviously Two-Face, the iconic villain in the film.
I just have a question. Is this in the Robert Pattinson universe?
Yes, the Batman.
Okay. This is
Batman Part 2. The rumor is that this person would play Harvey Dent, but he wouldn't be Two-Face. So just Harvey Dent, the DA, throughout... You probably end the movie becomes Two-Face or something.
Okay, so it's not like they're going to recast for when they do the Two-Face.
No. He's probably going to be just the district attorney the whole movie. Because obviously in the beginning of the Batman, the DA who was running for mayor died. Or no, it was Gil Colson in the club. He was the DA, so he got killed. So obviously a new DA is going to step in. These are our two actors, Joel Edgerton. We know him as Uncle Owen. Obviously, he's great, but he's in some other great stuff. He was in The Great Gatsby with Leo. He's a great actor. This one's interesting to me. It's I'm blanking on it. Josh Hartnett. He was like mid 2000s. He was
Black
big.
Hawk Down?
Pearl Harbor, Black Hawk Down. Like
He was real when he was big. He was really big.
he was. It was like back in the time where it's just like the face. They threw the guy out there.
Heartthrobby.
Orlando
guy.
Bloom.
100%.
He's actually not a bad actor though. I think he's definitely got potential. I think he was also in season 2 of True Detective, unfortunately. But very interesting. These are not two guys that came to mind initially for me for Harvey Dent, but looking at them, I think they could both fit the role. They both have very different looks, though. What do you think, Matt? Who would you pick out of this group?
I mean, honestly, I've only seen him as Uncle Ben and him in Black Hawk Down.
Yep.
But I think like just from those roles, I mean, I think they're both pretty solid. I mean, I think either of them could pull it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it also like I think it would be interesting to see what Matt Reeves wants to do with Harvey Dent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is he going to do kind of like the same thing Nolan? You know what I mean? It depends. You know what I mean? Is he going to be all evil at the beginning? You know? So
right.
I think that also plays a part. You know, on who you cast here. I think either of them could do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, to me, Josh Hartnett has like the more comic book accurate look of Harvey Dent, like the suave kind of.
Well, you'd probably have to shave the beard.
He's an Oppenheimer.
Josh Hartnett is?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Everyone else. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Joel Edgerton, though, I'd be fine with either of these guys. I think Joel Edgerton's the better actor, and I think I don't know if you remember in the Leo DiCaprio Great Gatsby movie, he has that great scene where he like blows up and he's screaming. Like, I feel like he could dive into that eviler side. Like when he does turn into Two-Face, I feel like Joel Edgerton has that darker side to him.
So I will say though that Josh has more of the look of the comic book guy. Like he looks like a New York detective or whatever he is. Whatever Harvey is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. He looks like the person who I would pick as my
right. Yeah, just from a look standpoint.
100%.
But I think acting wise, I think Joel Edgerton. And if you shave this beard, obviously that's a.
Yeah, I mean, this is how they look on there.
But I'm excited. I mean, I'm glad that I think it's a no-brainer. Like we said, the DA died in the Batman. Then we have Gotham is obviously underwater. Crime is going to be rampant. So it makes sense to have
who's the blonde guy that played Harvey Dent in the
Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Just think about that.
I'm curious. Do you think we'll see him? Whoever is playing Harvey Dent, do you think we'll see him make an appearance in the Penguin series?
I don't. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, you know.
I think if they're gonna
literally just gonna ask this question.
I think if they're gonna introduce like a big bad villain, I think other than the Penguin, I think they're gonna keep it in the movies.
Yeah.
But I do like Matt Reeves. Like I kind of like how, you know, every movie doesn't have like. I mean, obviously the Riddler was the main villain, but there are like side villains too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, Catwoman, and then you had Joker. Like for a second, you had Penguin still.
Yep.
So I think it's cool. I have like you know, it's like a whole Gotham's its own thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's its own universe.
So
yeah.
I like that.
No, I'm pumped. I mean, Two-Face is an iconic villain. What do you think?
When is this? First of all, when is this Penguin series coming out?
Probably next year, 2024. Because they're shooting it now. They're probably almost done with production.
It'll be
yeah.
100%.
I don't know. I would not be surprised, though, because that takes place directly after the Batman ends. They need to fill the DA position. If it's going to deal with crime stuff, like I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the series ends and he's steps in just to like see.
But
like,
wouldn't they have already chosen
movie.
the person by now?
I don't know.
Or maybe they just leaked the stuff.
I mean,
late,
I feel
so
like if he was playing a major role in that series, we'd get it out. Like it's already been revealed that Pattinson's going to be in it as Bruce Wayne.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a cameo. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at these two.
Yeah.
Looks wise only. I agree with you on the acting chops thing. I just don't know if I see him. In fact, to be honest with you, if they do a whole new take on the character, I would leave the beard. I think if you did it the other way, like it could be very interesting. And then he has like half shave and he has like a half beard and he has like the other when he does Two-Face.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That could be very interesting.
Like, I mean, but yeah, if you look at that picture of Two-Face right there, like that left side looks like Josh Hartnett. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm fine either way. These are two good choices. Not ones that I expected, which I think is good. I think it's great to bring in like more of a mid-level actor in there to do something like this. So I'm pumped. I'm excited.
Cool thing. I'm excited.
Let's talk about another DC movie with some casting
this one's
rumor. Bill Skarsgard is supposedly the lead to play Swamp Thing in James Mangold's Swamp Thing movie. That James Gunn has not said whether this is going to be like a part of the new DC universe. He's been pretty vague about that. But Swamp Thing's a big like horror based story in the DC universe. Obviously, Skarsgård knows what he's doing in the It movies.
Right.
He's got the face. He can do it. Swamp Thing, listen, I don't think any of us really are big Swamp Thing fans. You know, we don't know much about the character.
I have every comic.
Yeah, they did do a Swamp Thing show on HBO, which like got canceled after one season just because I think it was budget wise, but I got good reviews. So I don't know. I'm excited. I think Bill Skarsgard's a great actor. Matt, any interest in this?
No.
Is
he a villain, Swamp Thing?
I think he's an anti-hero.
Okay.
He's yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. He's a good actor. Weird face. I guess he's good to play the role. I personally just don't care. But like if they cut like a nice trailer, and like
if they dive into the horror,
and they start hitting on some of these movies,
yep.
Like maybe. But like independently, just the name Swamp Thing, it doesn't move the needle for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see here.
Need to see
humanoid plant element creature. Obviously lives in the swamp. I think there's something to do with like
Matt, you look so excited.
He can transport places through the swamp, like stuff like that. Nice. What do you think, Nick?
I don't know. My comments are more about Skarsgard in general.
Yeah.
Great actor. Is he not like one of those actors where you take some pictures and you're like, do you need plastic surgery? And then you take other pictures and you go, wow, you're like the handsomest guy on earth.
Right,
right. He's so weird. So either might be a good option for Two-Face. If anybody's going to play a character in Gotham, I could see him playing like the Riddler. He would be a good Riddler.
Oh, you know who I was kind of mad about this because I thought he'd be a great Scarecrow.
Oh, Scarecrow, that's another one. That would be a great character for him, especially with this picture with the turtleneck and everything that he's got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Scarecrow would be so good. The Skarsgård in Succession, is that his brother?
Yeah, that's
Alex Skarsgård?
No, Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, okay. And
the
this
Northman.
And this is Bill.
Yes.
Okay.
Bill, and then there's one other one who's I think older than the two of them.
Right. It's just weird. He does look a little bit like his brother. I don't know. That Nordic look, very like.
Have you watched
Scandinavian? No, I haven't. I will.
I think it's on Amazon. You got to throw that on.
I'll watch it. It's
so good.
So the thing that I'm most concerned about this matchup. So like Pennywise made sense. He's like a clown in a sewer or whatever. Scarecrow would make sense. This seems kind of like a plant version of Bigfoot.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of similar from what I've heard. Yeah.
Bill seems to be this like petite kind of skinny, wormy kind of dude.
Yeah. No, it is interesting.
They've changed stuff up before, and I guess where I'm going with it is like if you look at the Danny DeVito penguin versus the Colin Farrell penguin.
Very different.
Very different, but it still works.
Yeah.
Okay? They didn't make like Colin Farrell's a skinny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You don't have a Danny DeVito and then you have this like weird thin Colin. Like they put a fat suit on the guy. You know what I mean? Like they made him into the penguin. I just wonder what they're going to do with this. Is a weird. Out of all the characters they could have done, why Swamp Thing?
I know it has a big following from like the comic book side of things, but like for general audiences, like
Swamp Thing has a big following, really?
Yeah, kind of like a cult thing.
I'm gonna look him up.
It's been a character for a while, but I think what excites me about this is obviously James Mangold. We talk about him all the time. I love James Mangold's movies. We got Indiana Jones coming out. Interestingly enough, I've heard that. Sorry. The movies that premiered at cons for Disney, Elemental, the new Pixar movie, and Indiana Jones have been getting better reviews since other people have seen it. So I think that might be a situation where the cons audience probably wasn't the audience you wanted to show those movies to. But anyway, I'm excited for this. I like Bill Skarsgård.
I like him too as an actor, but I'm just saying I don't.
He's playing Nosferatu in Robert Eggers.
That makes sense for me.
Like he looks like Dracula.
He'd be but he's a freak too. That's the thing. Let's be honest. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean as an actor, he's great. And he's one of those things where he could play a heartthrob, but I would rather see him play a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like he has that look.
To me, like
it's the bug eyes. I don't know.
Obviously, the jury's still out on Barry Keoghan as the Joker, but to me, he looks like he's got the Joker look to him too, even more than Keoghan.
Have we not seen enough of the Joker?
I agree with you.
It's been done so many times. Wow. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing is like it's not like we've gone through 10 Jokers that are all shit. We've gone through 10 really good iterations of the
Jared
Joker.
Leto.
Sure, but I'm saying he's the worst of the best, though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he plays a psychomaniac, and Jared Leto is a psychomaniac. So like, it's still good. It's just a different version. I personally, my favorite is Joaquin Phoenix, but a close second is obviously Heath Ledger.
I like Jack too.
But and I like Jack Nicholson as well. But how many friggin' Jokers do we need? I would dude. I would go to the theater if he was playing the Scarecrow. Like that would be a good movie.
So sick.
I can't wait for the Penguin series.
Yeah.
These are like, the Swamp Thing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
It is going to be, again, like one of those things where you need to see a trailer to get me excited for
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
But we got trailers. We got 3 trailers today. Let's discuss them. First thing, Poor Things, Yorgos Lanthimos' new movie. Now, we watched a teaser trailer for this back when Jacob was on a few weeks ago. Not a lot about the story, a lot of visuals. We thought it had some Wes Anderson, Tim Burton aesthetics to it. Very interesting, colorful. But we got an idea about the story now. And it seems like it's this otherworldly fantasy thing. And Willem Dafoe has like kind of Frankenstein, this girl who I'm assuming he knew beforehand. She died, brought her back to life, and Emma Stone is like trying to become a human. Brain and body aren't mixing together. Definitely looks quirky, goofy. Yorgos Lanthimos has made some weird movies. So you go to them for that. Even this poster, just look at that. I mean, geez. I don't know.
I don't know if that needs to be censored or not. Does that look like it's supposed to be something else?
No, I don't think so. Maybe from a certain point of view.
I
think you got a dirty mind, Nick.
Maybe, but right? I mean, it's a big pink layered.
But anyway, Mark Ruffalo, good cast. Now, Matt,
yeah, definitely.
You don't seem too pleased.
If anything, I'm pissed off.
Okay, why?
I don't know. This poster pisses me off.
Okay,
like it's just weird.
You don't
like being uncomfortable.
No, this movie makes me very uncomfortable. Okay. I would never see this movie. It's not up my alley. Now listen, with all that said, I'm sure there's an audience. I'm sure there's a fandom. I'm sure there's a fandom. Yep. On Reddit somewhere for Poor Things. Everyone's
you got ripped apart in the comments last episode.
Really?
Or last time we talked about it.
Well, you know what? F them.
Comment, yeah.
F everyone who's against me. We'll censor you next time, so we won't even know. Whatever.
It was all you guys got raked across the coals. Someone left a comment that was like, "You just don't even know what this movie's about. You didn't read about it or anything, and that's why you're saying you don't like it." And I was like, "No, it's because it's creepy. That's why they don't like it."
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sure whoever. You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna go anywhere. But I was gonna rip apart the view. But no. Poor Things.
We appreciate the comments.
Yeah. No, I love everyone.
Yeah. But go ahead, give me take on this. What do you think?
Poor Things, I could give a shit. I won't see it. Now, listen, artistically and like vision, what he's going for is clearly not for me, but it looks like very high quality, very well made. They obviously have a really good cast. I guess it's kind of an interesting plot. I don't know. It's just really just not at my alley at all. But I don't know if you're kind of quirky, like you're into that type of thing, if you like that filmmaker.
I mean, his movies, if you're looking not to be uncomfortable, I wouldn't recommend any of his movies. I don't like The Lobster.
The Lobster,
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. Have you watched The Lobster yet?
No.
You gotta watch it on the plane to Sicily when you leave.
Favorite.
Okay, I will.
With her.
And I gotta watch The Northman and a whole bunch of other shit.
Ginny and George.
And The Batman.
Ginny and George, I gotta watch.
Great show.
And The Batman, I gotta watch. Yeah. I have some stuff to like.
Some stuff.
I need to dedicate.
Maybe don't watch The Idol 3 times. All right.
Buddy, I got a review. If I don't do it, who's gonna do it? But this is actually in the same vein as The Idol, though. You were telling me you watched the first episode.
I did.
I don't know if you watched the second one or not, but
I will.
The first one is it's the same kind of vibe. No, like you felt uncomfortable watching it, and it's weird because you would think like you. Let's be honest here. You went into it because you wanted to see Lily Rose Depp. No.
There were things.
I mean that in a polite way.
Right.
There were things that appealed to me.
Right, and but it wasn't Troye Sivan.
Who's Troye Sivan?
The creative director. Oh. He's a pretty boy.
Listen, what appealed to me was
Lily Rose Depp is what I'm trying to say.
Lily Rose Depp, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Right.
You know, like that whole
Jimi
vibe.
Hendrix.
Exactly. But because she's going through a mental crisis, I feel like that's why they edited it.
That's what made me like uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
So like it's edited very like it's nauseating almost to watch. And Matt came in the next day and I was like, "Oh, did you like it?" And he's like, I only watched like half of it. I got like uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because it's all boobs the whole time basically. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question though. Did you watch / did you like as a kid Edward Scissorhands?
He's anti Tim Burton.
Yeah, no, it creeped me out.
His reaction totally makes sense then for this. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want it.
Yeah. That's fine. I think this movie. I'm looking at the cast right now. There's
great cast.
There's a good cast.
Yeah, and I like sometimes depending on what it is. I like creepy things. Like I liked Willem Dafoe's makeup in the trailer with the like layered different pieces. I like Edward Scissorhands, the creating somebody from a Frankenstein that genre. And I like Wes Anderson. We still haven't talked about, and we probably should at some point.
Asteroid City.
We should.
Yeah,
I love it.
I saw the trailer for it.
It
when I
looks
went to
cool,
the
man.
movies.
But if you like Wes Anderson stuff,
yeah, I'm not.
I know,
not
I get
the
it.
biggest.
I get it. I'm just saying. But there's some cool aspects to it, and as a filmmaker, I like that it's quirky and artsy. I don't want every film to be like that. Don't get me wrong. But every now and then,
no, I mean,
I like a little
Yorgos
avant-garde.
brings it style wise.
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Like the favorite. He shoots a lot of it on a fishbowl lens.
Oh, interesting.
So it's
like
it's
super
pretty
wide.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Like one of those old skate videos from the 90s.
Yeah,
or 80s.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Interesting.
It's interesting. But
do I think it's like a Best Picture nominee? Of course not, right? But at the same time,
might
is
get
it
some
super?
acting noms.
Oh, I'm sure Emma Stone. I'm sure is wonderful.
Yeah.
I also don't know enough about the story. Like saying that it's a Frankenstein thing, like that's the plot.
Yeah.
But like, what's the story? I don't want
then
to
we
get
watch
like
a trailer and complain about it gave too much away. So I feel like this is like a good balance.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. No. Listen, I'll probably watch it, but I'll put it this way: I'm not going to the theater to watch it. I'll watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fair
Max.
enough.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Wanted to get HBO's pronouns correct. Yeah, it's Max only.
We got one trailer though here that I think is more up Matt's alley.
Here we go. Yes.
The Expendables. Now I will admit I have not seen the Expendables movies, but after watching this trailer, I kind of want to watch them. No Stallone in this one, but they replaced him with 50 Cent. And
no
Arnold.
Oh.
No Arnold.
He
in
was
this.
in the whole
Sorry.
trailer.
He was all over
What
it.
movie did you
Sorry.
watch?
I'm sorry. Yeah, they replaced Arnold. He's not in it anymore. But they got Megan Fox. Haven't seen her in a movie in a while. 50 Cent. Haven't seen him either. I mean,
when you're married to MGK, I'm pretty sure he keeps you pretty busy.
right.
You know?
Listen, does this movie look good from an objective standpoint? No. Does it look fun? Does it look like a fun time at the theater?
Yes. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? Come on. Who cares what the critics scored? What are you going to have more fun seeing?
Yep.
The Expendables 4 or what? Fitting Poor Things?
Poor Things.
Come on. You want to go see 50 Cent
Get a
and
corn.
Sly go blow some shit up, and then
Yep.
you want to see Megan Fox walk out in a tight outfit,
Yep.
and you're going to have a good time,
You're
and
not
shit's
wrong.
going to blow up, and people are going to get shot at, and the music's going to hit, and you're going to get a fat slushie and a popcorn, man, and you're going to walk out of the theater and go, man, that was fucking cool.
We were talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's what
Oh,
got
that
me
was
going.
song was perfect
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that trailer.
100% agree. The trailer was really good. Have either of you seen the other Expendables?
No,
Not
I have
even a
not.
second.
I kind of watch.
Okay.
I kind of want to watch.
But yeah,
it.
me too.
Yeah, so like part of me does like after watching the trailer, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I want to go watch the other Expendables movies, and then there's part of me that's like, I really couldn't give a shit less.
Mickey Rourke's in the first one. Nice.
Oh, no way. That's interesting. I don't know. I feel like this is a lot of these action movies, like similar to the Bourne movies, right? Like you could technically watch any of the Bourne movies out of order and still a good, decent movie.
Yeah.
It's an
like Fast and Furious.
yeah,
all the
it's
same.
all BS, right? Like you said, is it gonna be a good movie? See, this is the thing, right? If we were like, dude, you just dealt with this in Emerson, I'm sure. If you ask all of your graduating class from Emerson College, like which of these movies is going to be like the best film of, like you have to pick one. Which one's the best film
They're all
here?
watching Poor Things.
All of them are watching Poor Things,
see,
right?
I like to I like to be the balance of the force, and I'll see both.
No. But you can't. I'm saying if you had to pick the best one,
A White Jedi.
I'm saying all of the Emerson class is going to pick Poor Things.
Yes.
Because it's avant-garde. It's
sure.
filmy,
Word.
whatever.
Mhm.
They don't even whether they care about the story or not.
Auteur.
Blank.
I feel like
Blank's
people
Expendable.
people are gonna watch this movie
Yeah.
and be pumped when they leave the
Oh,
theater.
yeah.
Like this is another film where it's like you're not going because you're like craving this cinematic experience or whatever. Like you're going to see this movie because you want to see like stuff blow up.
Have a good time.
You want it's like it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a
going to watch
popcorn
Rambo.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a Rambo film, and it
Seems
got
like
Stallone
the budget
in it too.
went down though.
Why do you
a
say
little bit
that?
Since the last ones, I don't know, just like some of the CG effects didn't look too great.
I'm not really looking for it. You
Right.
know, just
That's fair. Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
50 Cent to kill some people.
I like Jason
Look
Statham.
cool.
I like Jason Statham
He's
too.
dope.
He's in all of them. But I was
He's
looking
so
at the
cool.
cast of these other movies. The third one has Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford, Wesley Snipes,
Ooh.
and then the second one has Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris. They're bringing out the
You're gonna
original.
get John
yeah.
Cena one of
Wait,
these.
was
Arnold
never in these?
No, I don't think so.
Dun,
I think
dun,
you're talking
dun.
about
what am I thinking
like
of?
the other guys or something like not the other guys.
Whoa.
But easy. There's another one where it's like
I was gonna say I could have sworn Arnold was in these, but I guess not.
no, he's I'll
Sorry.
look it up.
Sorry, guys. Yell at me in the comments.
No, we'll censor it. I'm kidding.
But I don't know. I'm excited. I probably won't go to the movies.
You're thinking of
to
it's
see
called
this.
The Terminator. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah,
Good movie.
Yeah.
Last trailer we got here. Elio.
Oh, he was in Expendables 3.
Oh, he was.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right.
2014. He was in Expendables 3. Sorry,
There we go.
go ahead. Now you can introduce. Yeah.
Elio. What is Elio, you ask? It's the next Pixar film after Elemental, I believe. Coming out 2024. We get a teaser trailer for this. Listen, Pixar, they always deliver, other than Lightyear. I have not seen that, but I haven't heard great things. This one's interesting. It's about a kid who gets sucked up into an alien spaceship. They believe he is. Why do you do that? Why do you make that face, man?
I don't know. I just feel like you're on the Mr. Sanderson train a little bit. And
God.
I was going to say that it's
He
abducted is a great
gets
word.
Abducted
By aliens.
by aliens who come to Earth, and he has to stand before this council and pretend that he's the leader of Earth. And obviously, it's a trailer, minute and a half. Didn't get much more than that.
Yeah.
But it's Pixar. It's cute. It's got funny little jokes.
The jokes are
animation's great. It's charming. Like, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for a good Pixar movie.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this?
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it.
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're telling me some chick wants to go on a date and go see Elio, and
I'm
you're
not
not going to suck it up to watch Elio?
I'll tell
There's a lot of factors
I'll
involved.
tell.
Right?
Well, first off, how hot is she?
She
You know.
hot enough that like if she said she wanted to go to like you have two options. You're going to the movies.
Okay.
She goes, I don't want to see Expendables.
We're going.
I'll see Poor Things or I'll see Elio.
Oh,
That's a.
You got to pick one, bro.
I'm probably
you
honestly.
can't
just,
pick death. You got to
honestly,
pick one.
if that's the case, she ain't the one. You know. I mean, it ain't gonna work out. You know.
It's fair.
what if it's
That's
Margot
fine.
Robbie?
Oh, you know, it's.
Listen,
whatever she
dude,
wants.
did you like?
With my hands and knees.
Did you watch like Monsters Inc? Did you like those
Well,
movies
yeah, that's
growing
the thing.
up
When I growing up, like I can still watch the ones
from your childhood?
Yeah, from my childhood because like the nostalgia and I get it.
Yeah.
But for me, I know I know they've been good, especially Soul. I know
So
I
like
heard
Soul,
was really good.
Luca.
Like now, I can't watch the new ones because I just can't get into it. But like the old ones we grew up with, like just the nostalgia fact, and like we were watching Mulan today.
Yeah.
Just like those
I
old
don't like
animated
Turning
movies.
Red.
I hate Turning
they
Red
throw-
because of
yeah,
Brookwood
when
School.
we were
What's
working
Turning
at
Red?
the school, they would
Oh
play
my
it for the
God.
kids.
Every
Turning Red.
day,
It came out
Turning
last
Red.
year. It's with the it's about like an Asian
The Fox,
girl who like is a big fan of this boy band, and I don't know, she becomes a panda.
Animated.
whatever.
Dude, I don't know. You
No, I
couldn't tell
hate.
me.
They played it every day. I anti-Turning
To
Red.
be honest with you, I think it's a metaphor for girls getting their period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting stuff. But
I like Paddington
Yeah.
2 better.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Than Turning Red. You know.
Yeah.
You watched
Well,
that.
I watched this trailer and I
I
watched it twice. I like a good, actually funny animated film. I'm not going to go to the theater to watch this, obviously. But if I had kids, you know what I mean? If I like, I don't know, like if I was a teacher and of like a third grade class or
yeah.
something, I'm in the wrong career. But like if I had to like put a movie on for kids, like this seems like it could be if I was a kid today, I'd go to
Yeah.
I'd be asking my mom, "Can you take me? Can we go see this?" You know
No,
what
I'm
I mean?
sure if I was 8 years old, I would love it.
It looks
they
fun.
always
Yeah, I'd
they
love it.
seem to always come up with really interesting new concepts.
Did you like Minions or not Minions?
No,
Despicable
those
Me.
are
The OG
that's
one.
Illumination.
The first
The first
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me I loved.
The Minions
This
thing
gave
is
me
like
those vibes. That's
Right,
all
right,
I'm
right,
saying.
right.
it's
No, I
like
agree.
the Minions. It's like they're great as a side character, but why do you make a Minions movie? It's like Jack
People love the
Sparrow.
Minions.
He's a side character. Why do you make it? You know what I mean?
Where's
Sure.
the
Yeah.
room?
So the other thing too, I don't know if you've seen it in the news recently. There was like somebody who came out with this new knowledge of the aliens and all this other
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And
watched
I'm
that.
not trying
I
to
don't
get
buy
into
it.
Well, whatever. I'm not trying to get deep into that, but the it's just interesting that like something will come out and then there's always like more stuff that comes out. I think
It's good
I
timing.
hope it's good. I'd want to read critic reviews before I even watch this like at home. You know what I mean? Like I'm too old to go watch this in a theater or anything. But like, I just wonder if it's a good trailer and not that good of a movie
Right.
because it was a funny.
mean,
I actually laughed at the trailer.
Pixar's track record, they got nearly no misses. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they know how to do it.
But I agree with. I feel like this is a core memory builder for kids today. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the Toy Story of the next year.
Like Encanto, that wasn't Pixar,
exactly,
but like that was a big thing. Frozen was a big thing for this generation. So
that's all I'm saying.
It's cool stuff. I'm there for it. I think Pixar should stay around. You know, another thing George Lucas created. Good man. So actually, got another news topic that we'll shove in here too, because I just I forgot about this, but this came out yesterday. Or it's going to be a few days when this drops. But we had some release dates pushed back. Disney pushed back a bunch of big movies. The biggest of which was Avatar 3. I'm not surprised about this at all because obviously it takes so long for the CGI post-production of the Avatar movies. But Avatar 3 is going to be pushed a year. So it was supposed to come out next year. It's now going to be coming out in December 2025. Avatar 4 will now hit theaters in December 2029. And then Avatar 5, December 2031.
2031?
Wild, right?
Does that not even sound like a real year? Can we be honest?
No, it doesn't.
No, that sounds weird.
You know, like forever, everybody was saying like 19 whatever, and then they were like, the year 2000?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2031
That's
just sounds
wild.
like it's not a real thing.
Yeah, so the, what was the other one? Star Wars.
Yeah.
This is interesting. 2 Star Wars movies in 2026. Now, this to me is a bad sign here because I think we had talked about before how they need to stop doing so many movies. They need to go back to the breaks in between.
Yeah.
So apparently there's 2 in 2026. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool 3 it got pushed up. It's coming out May 3rd next year, not November. So we're going to get that earlier. That's good. Kang Dynasty, they're still saying it's coming out. Avengers Kang Dynasty pushed to May 2026. Nothing about Jonathan Majors there. And then Avengers Secret Wars 2027 now.
Yep.
So it seems like everything's pretty much getting pushed back a year. I'm guessing a lot of this has to do with the writer's strike. They need more time now to finish these scripts and stuff. But let's see about this Star Wars thing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are the chances that either of these movies ever come out? They cancel every Star Wars movie that they say they're going to make.
That's what I'm saying. And this to me is a bad idea. Why are you putting 2 out in 1 year? So what it's saying here is that we're going to get...
Does it say which movies they are?
So they originally were going to put out a Star Wars movie December 2025. That one has been pushed to 2026. So now they have 2 movies in 2026, one in May and one in December, 5 months later.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They do?
No, I'm saying they're not going to, though. They have one in May, and they have one the next year.
If I had to guess, I'm guessing that the one that's coming out in May is probably the Daisy Ridley movie.
Okay.
And that the 2020, and then the one 5 months later is probably the Dave Filoni Mandalorian movie.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which one did Daisy Ridley make? What's that one about?
This one is going to be a sequel to the new trilogy that they did.
Ugh.
Yes, which we talked about 19 years after that. Matt, what do you think about this?
I mean, Star Wars, they've ruined it.
Right.
I mean, they should just stop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not special anymore. You know what I mean? Like a Star Wars movie would come out, it's special. It's a big deal. Like it doesn't matter. Now it's like I don't even blink twice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if I was 14 years, like when Force Awakens, everyone was talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even special anymore. They've 2 movies like that won't happen. But like, just like who cares? You know what I mean? There's so much stuff now. It's like whatever. Like no one cares. It's not special.
Right. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like it's a little deep. Hear me out though.
Sure.
So you're Disney, okay? And you want to purchase just for the profitability of the franchise. But let's say you don't want to make new movies about it. What do you do? Like they made Star Wars Land and it kind of was a flop, no? Or was that just due to COVID?
That hotel they opened up, that was cost $3,000 a night, shut down. They shut it down completely.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
I know it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. But
no,
I agree. Like I've been to Star Wars Land, and like when I was growing up, like you want to go to like Tatooine, and they made it like this new planet, and then all they have walking around is Rey and Kylo Ren. It's all new movies. It's like I want to go walk around and see like Darth Vader and Anakin and Obi-Wan. Like that's what I want to see.
That's fair.
Yeah, so that's why I think that failed.
Well, so my question though is like, because now we're not. I mean, it's less about if you don't make new movies, right? What do you do with the franchise to generate income about movies that came out 20 years ago? So it's like you have to do something, right? So like the Star Wars Land is one of them. Mm-hmm. Didn't you say Empire just got re-released recently and like they did like
Return of the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi. They did like a weekend or something.
Yeah, it made some good money there.
Like $5 million in a weekend.
Might have been 12.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But like that to me would be kind of if they did like a new like re-release of old movies or whatever. What I'm saying is I agree with Matt that like we don't need. Thank you.
Sure, but
I agree with Matt that we don't need to beat the piss out of these storylines. But like you got to do something.
Yeah,
right?
but if you're the studio, would you rather re-release Return of the Jedi for $10 million or release a new one for 800, 900 million?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
this is the thing. So they spent $4 billion on 4.2
they've already
billion
made
on
it back. Easy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Listen, I know, but I'm saying like I don't know.
I just don't think it's smart to do 2 in 1 year.
I don't think it's smart to do any more new Star Wars
We've
stuff.
said that, but that's not going to happen.
Why? Yeah, and if you can't quit while you're ahead, you quit while you're behind.
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, we could go on all day about what movies shouldn't happen, but there's no control over it. If it's IP, Lord of the Rings, they're going to make movies.
Well, and look at the. I mean, like you said, as long as there are people that are going to see it, the way that these franchises die is that people stop going to see it.
Yeah, and they're going to milk it until that happens,
which is unfortunate.
Right.
They should be pulling a Seinfeld where they're going out when they're on top. The problem is they're already on the bottom. So
yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
sucks. I'm feeling less force sensitive than I ever have.
Yeah, really. But yeah, so. Matt, you going to be okay waiting for the last Avatar in 2031?
I was going to say, let's just keep pushing those back.
Yeah.
Let's just keep pushing. I mean,
this is another one, right? Like,
yeah, he's so full of himself, this James Cameron. Yeah, I'm going to do 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, let's see how movie 3 is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pump the brakes. What if it sucks? You know?
We're going to have to wait another year. So.
You know?
But you liked Way of Water, right?
I actually did like Way of Water.
You suck.
Yeah,
capitulating to this James Cameron guy.
Yeah, he's a good director. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not a good director.
Of course he's a good director, dude. Matt's right. He is friggin' full of himself.
He's a little cocky. Would you, if you had the 3 of the top 5 highest grossing movies ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But you know what? Those movies, I don't care for. And my opinion.
They're not, yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah. That's fair. Well.
How do you really feel, Matthew?
Yeah. Just telling you.
You asked him to have an opinion.
It's so funny. I'm in such a good mood today, and Matt is just like.
They're not, in my opinion, those should not be the 3 highest grossing. So I don't give him that respect.
That's
not
fair.
in my world. He's not in my hall.
Titanic? No?
I like Titanic.
Listen, get nothing on the Batman, I'll tell you right now. Okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Listen, the Avatar series in general, it's like.
The Batman didn't get pushed.
On time.
You know what's actually funny is I read a tweet when I saw
He's
this.
always on time.
A fake account said the Batman was coming out in 2027, and it was around with this too. And I was like, "Oh shit, Matt's gonna have a heart attack." But it's not true. It's not true. But yeah, that's what we got. So Marvel, Avatar, Star Wars, those big Disney IPs, they're getting pushed probably due to the writer's strike, like we said. But
thank God for the Expendables 4.
Yeah, thank God we got that to tide us over there.
And Poor Things.
And Poor Things. Poor thing over here. All right. But that'll do it, guys, for this episode of the Movie Mob Podcast. We'll be back next week. As always, Matt, Nick, guys, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of all these great topics we talked about today.
Appreciate the support, too.
Subscribe. We love the support. It keeps us going. It keeps Matt,
allows me to feed the kids.
Yeah, yeah, it allows Matt to feed the kids.
There you go.
Yeah, and you're going on so when do you leave? Real quick, just before we end
today.
You leave tonight?
No, I leave like when they're watching this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to Sicily?
Going to Sicily.
Oh, wow.
For why? You have family over there, or do you have like?
I got a meeting. I got a meeting in Palermo.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Furio called me the other day.
Is it like a?
No, yeah. Well, we're gonna go for my dad's 70th birthday in
that's
COVID.
Cool.
And then it got canceled.
So you just pushed it off, just like Warner Bros.
Yes.
Pushes everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney.
Exactly.
You and James Cameron.
That movie's coming out Friday. All right.
Well, listen, RJ, have a fun time.
Yeah, safe trip. Safe trip.
We'll miss you here.
And we pre-recorded an episode, so you guys are still getting an episode next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We do everything for you guys.
Yes, everything.
Everything.
All right, guys.
Movie Mob OnlyFans coming to you soon.
Yeah.
Every request.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, send some questions in for next time in studio. We'll see you then. How you doing?
God bless.